Hello, everybody. This is your friendly senior citizen again here in Seaside, California, Monterey Peninsula. Again, today is Tuesday, August 2020, and now it's 10:29, and I'm just knocking out these videos real quick. I got to get out of here and get this done. You know, this takes a long time. I hadn't realized that. I've been watching YouTube videos for a long time. I haven't appreciated how long it takes a video to make a video, edit it, upload it, and all that crap. It's we're not talking about half an hour. It takes all day. And if you don't know what you're doing, it takes 2 or 3 days. Okay, so here's a letter, and this is a letter that I spent quite a long time, maybe a couple of years trying to get. And I was going through this other lady named Deborah Carbona, who was a business manager in San Jose that was helping me. She was pretty good, and I guess she moved on or retired or whatever. But in the process of dealing with her, I got introduced to a lady named Cynthia Gray, who was a business manager in New York. And what I had been asking for was a letter from the post office describing what a non-machinable letter-sized piece of mail is, and whether it's parcel mail and whatever, give me something. And the thing was, the point of the letter was supposed to be, I kept insisting on, is look, when I go to the post office, I don't mind that these things are returned once in a while. Here's a big stack of them that got returned. You see these? Okay. I don't mind to get returned from one, but when I go to the post office, they argue, and they're rude, and they're arrogant, and they're ignorant. Okay, so I said, give me something. I can give them a letter from the post office. I hand them and say, look, I'm right. Here's a letter from the post office. Okay, so it didn't come. And finally, Cynthia Gray is helping me now, and I'll send you a letter. I'll get one. I'll send it to you. And she didn't. So 3 weeks later, I'm still waiting. I have emails. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been really busy covering for somebody else. I'll send it to you. Incidentally, we're going to be going through all these emails from all these people, too, in another video. So, yeah, I'll get it to you. So 3 weeks later, she sends me this. From a guy, I've never talked to this guy, never met him, never emailed, never called him, named Charles Tricamo. Charles Tricamo, there's your name right there. And he is the manager, BME, Bay Valley District Project. No, that's a CC. Sorry about that. Charles Tricamo. Where the hell are you from? Okay, well, this is CCing different people, but it's from New York. I don't know what the hell he's doing here. Okay, here it is. Dear Gary, that's me. Okay, this is in response to your request for clarification on the applicable postage price for a single compact. Now, here we get. Let me talk about this letter. This letter confuses the hell out of everybody, especially me, because it's going to start bringing up specifics that I didn't ever talk about. Okay, I've always described these as 3 CDs. Maybe at one time I said sometimes I mail out one, but they're always 3 CDs. I always describe it as less than 3.5 ounces, 6x6 CD mailer. All right, never said anything about cardboard or whatever we're going to get into. But watch, okay. And if you look at the specifications, it doesn't talk about cardboard or how many CDs. It talks about the dimensions, the weight, and the thickness. Okay, it doesn't talk about the contents, how many of what you can have in it. Okay, it doesn't talk about cardboard or not cardboard. In the regulations, however, this letter brings up cardboard, and we're going to look at that. And it's going to say, the thing about this letter is it contradicts itself. In one paragraph it says one thing, in another paragraph it says the opposite. So watch. This is in response to your request for clarification on the applicable postage for a single compact disc, CDs, and DVDs in a letter-sized envelope entered as first-class mail at post office retail units. A single CD or DVD in a letter-sized envelope that weighs 1 ounce or less, and that is less than 1/4 inch thick, is mailable at the single-piece first-class mail letter price as explained below. A first-class mail letter-sized paper envelope containing a single CD or DVD, whether the CD or DVD is in a paper sleeve or not, is machinable and should be priced accordingly, if 1 ounce or less, as long as it has no other non-machinable characteristics. The inclusion of a single CD or DVD in a letter-sized envelope does not itself make the mail piece subject to the non-machinable letter price. However, the same letter paper The same letter-sized paper envelope containing 2 or more CDs or DVDs, or any CD or DVD in a rigid container such as a cardboard box, is non-machinable due to rigidity. If the mail piece is no more than a 1/4 inch thick, the non-machinable surcharge in addition to postage is assessed. If over 1/4 inch thick, first-class package service prices are assessed. A letter-sized piece is non-machinable if it has an exact aspect ratio, length divided by height, of less than 1.3 or more than 2.5, and or if it is rigid. If your email to the U.S. Postal Service Pricing and Classification Service Center (PCSC) in your mail to the UPS Pricing Service Classification Service (PCSC), you mentioned that on a regular basis you mail a single compact disc CD, DVD in a 6x6 envelope. That is less than 1/4 inch thick, and that weighs less than 1 ounce. You mentioned that you have been paying postage for these pieces at the single piece first class mail letter price along with the non-machinable letter surcharge. You further mentioned that some postal clerks at your local post office has informed you that your mail piece requires first class package service postage. Based on your description of the physical characteristics of your mail piece, and if your envelope is not a cardboard box or other rigid containers, your mail piece which consists of a single CD or DVD in a letter-sized envelope is eligible for the single piece first-class mail letter price plus the non-machinable surcharge due to its aspect ratio which is 1. If further assistance is needed, please contact the manager, Business Mail Entry, Bay Valley District at 1750 Lundy, and telephone. Okay, and it gives the telephone number of Christina Veray. And now let me tell you why. Okay, at this time I was calling around the country because I could no longer get a hold of Deborah Carbona, and the phone number that Christine Veray that took her spot, there was nobody answering that phone, and so now I'm calling over the country trying to get one of these business mail managers, and that was going on at this time. So here's the letter, and if you can make any sense out of it, and you're a better person than I am, I'm going to put a link to this so you can read it carefully by yourselves, including the other letter that I did about the FOIA, and you can read it there. All right, but this is the letter. When you talk about the letter, this is it. When they talk about 1 CDs or 3D CDs and where that conversation came from, that's where it started. I did not write them that I can recall that I've found anywhere in any of my emails where I had a discussion about 1 CD. So it's just very confusing, and we can go through some more details, but I need to get on to another video and get out of here. All right, back. Talk to you soon.